Tales of old and stories bold, secrets waiting to be heard. Adventures start with every turn. Welcome to Tales of the Beard. Tales of old and stories bold, secrets waiting to be heard. Adventures start with every turn. Welcome to Tales of the Beard.
Good evening, good day, ladies and gentlemen, and people of this beautiful universe. Welcome to another episode of Tales of the Beard. Tonight, we are going to journey back in time to a golden age of adventure and wonder. Picture yourself in a cozy parlor, the crackle of a radio filling the room with its warmth, with a nice, familiar hum. Prepare to be transported to a bygone era with our tale of mystery and magic. Without further ado, let us embark on the legend of the Golden Comet. In the quaint town of Harrisville, nestled between rolling hills and dense, whispering woods, there was a legend passed down through generations. It was a tale of a comet, golden as the sun, that appeared only once every century. The comet, so the legend went, had the power to grant a single wish to anyone who saw it. As the year 1924 rolled in, Harrisville prepared for the rare celestial visit. The townsfolk abuzz with excitement speculated about their wishes and what they might be. Mrs. Abigail Hargrove, the town's well-loved baker, wished for the prosperity of her family business. Young Henry Thompson, a budding inventor, longed for the breakthrough that would make him famous. And then there was old Man Fitzgerald, who lived on the edge of town and harbored a secret wish of his own. Old Man Fitzgerald was a figure of mystery. He had arrived in Harrisville decades ago, bringing with him a long, tattered coat and a beard as white as snow. Few knew much about him, except for the fact that he lived alone and had an old telescope pointed eternally towards the sky. It was said that Fitzgerald knew more about the heavens than anyone else in town, and it was no wonder that his interest in the comet seemed particularly keen. The night of the comet's appearance arrived, and the whole town gathered in the central square, eyes turned skyward. The comet streaked across the heavens, a brilliant golden arc against the velvet night. Gasps of wonder filled the air as people whispered their deepest wishes to the comet, hoping their dreams would take flight with it. Among the crowd stood Fitzgerald, his gaze unwavering. His heart was set on a different wish, a wish he had kept buried deep within his heart for decades. As the comet neared its zenith, Fitzgerald murmured his wish aloud. "I wish to see my old friend again." The next morning the townsfolk awoke to find Fitzgerald missing. His little house at the edge of town was in disarray, and his beloved telescope was left pointing aimlessly at the sky. There was no sign of the old man, save for a peculiar note left on his doorstep. The note read, "The comet has granted my wish. I am off to meet an old friend. To those I leave behind, do not fear." Days turned into weeks, and the excitement of the comet faded into the routine of daily life. But life in Harrisville was never quite the same. Rumors began to spread about Fitzgerald's disappearance. Some said he had vanished into the woods, while others believed he had been taken by the comet itself. But one thing was certain: old Man Fitzgerald had left a legacy of wonder and mystery. Then one crisp autumn morning, just as the leaves were turning gold and the maple syrup sap was being boiled down, a stranger appeared in Harrisville. He was a tall, distinguished man with a silver beard and a twinkle in his eye. He introduced himself as Dr. Edmund Fletcher, a renowned astronomer who had heard of the comet's power and had come to study it. Dr. Fletcher was welcomed with open arms, and soon the town learned that he had been a dear friend of old Man Fitzgerald. The two had shared a passion for the stars and had been separated by time and circumstance. Fitzgerald's wish had been to see his friend once more, and it seemed that the comet had orchestrated their reunion. Dr. Fletcher stayed in Harrisville for many months, sharing stories of his and Fitzgerald's adventures. He spoke of far-off lands, strange phenomena, and the incredible bond of friendship that had transcended both time and space. And though Fitzgerald never returned, his legacy lived on through the tales of Dr. Fletcher. The comet returned to the skies every century, and with each appearance, the story of the old man Fitzgerald and Dr. Fletcher was told anew. Harrisville continued to look to the stars with hope and wonder, forever cherishing the legend of the Golden Comet that had brought together old friends and changed lives in ways unseen. And so, dear listeners, as you gaze at the night sky, remember the tale of the Golden Comet, for in its brilliance, there's the arc that crosses the heavens. There lies a promise that even the deepest wishes, bound by time and space, can come true. Thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my beard, for joining us on tonight's episode of Tales of the Beard. Until next time, may your dreams be as wondrous as a comet's flight and your nights as peaceful as Harrisville under the stars.